Tell me about yourself.
I'm Alex. Hiring me will be the best decision you've ever made. Hi there. I'm Alex, and this is my channel, Sinspiration, where I inspire you to develop a growth mindset. Happy New Year! It's 2023 and January, the best month for job searching. New Year's resolution, impacted by layoffs, need to find a better job that pays better or is a better match for your career path, want to pursue your passions? Don't wait to start your job search. Prepare now. No matter how qualified you are with education, your work experience, titles, and accolades, you need to pass the interviews to get the job. Your resume is you on paper, but it's the person-to-person interaction during the interviews with your potential manager and team that's going to get you the job. Interviewing is a skill that needs to be practiced consistently to get good at. I have been interviewing every year since 2014 and have gotten a handful of offers along the way. In this 3-part series, I will teach you step by step on how to prepare for and pass your interviews. I will cover how to introduce yourself, going over the content on your resume, behavioral questions, technical questions, and how to ask good questions to your interviewers. This is How to Prepare and Ace Interviews, Part 1, Intro, Resume, and Basics. Parts 2 and 3 will be about behavioral questions and technical questions. Links will be posted in the description when they're released. Do research on the company and role you're applying for. Knowing what the company does gives you an idea of their purpose, mission, impact, and the types of products and services they create and provide. Understanding the job role paints a picture of the types of tasks you'll be doing. A company's purpose is the reason it exists, on top of making a profit from its business. Ask yourself if it aligns with your values. Then, look into their products and services and see if you can imagine yourself contributing to their mission. This can help you answer the questions, why do you want to join this company? And how did you hear about this company? You should be told what position you're interviewing for ahead of time. If in doubt, ask. Before the interview, review the job description. The skills, project, and tasks tell you the nature of the job. Be prepared to answer questions about the job requirements from your own experience to prove you check all the boxes. We always get this question during the interview. Tell me about yourself. It's an art to give a response that isn't too generic and isn't your life story. After years of answering this question, here is my golden formula. Name, education, and the current or last job. A brief story about your dreams or aspirations and what led to where you are today, and include any major milestones. Tie your interests to the company mission, product, or service that the team is responsible for, and the job role you're applying for. Keep all of this under 2 minutes. Here's what my answer sounds like. I'm Alex. I graduated with a bachelor's and master's degrees in electrical engineering from UCLA, focusing on computer engineering, AI, and machine learning. Currently, I work as an AI software solutions engineer at Company A, developing code samples and creating presentations and demos to teach and enable our customers to build AI applications using our hardware architectures and software stacks. 4 years after I started working, I realized AI is the future of technological advancement, and I knew I just had to be a part of it. I also enjoy writing software on hardware platforms because it's what brings something tangible to life. That's why I decided to do my master's degree in AI and machine learning while working full-time. And currently, I'm learning as much as I can to grow technically in depth in deep learning, while also getting exposure to market trends and needs. I am impressed with what Company X has done with Product X and hope to be given an opportunity to be a part of this journey while continuing my career and growth in AI and machine learning software. You want to paint a picture of who you are to the interviewer in a short period of time. A positive impression in the beginning of the interview will set the tone for the rest of it. Your answer to tell me about yourself showcases your personality, values, accomplishments, aspirations, and interests in the company and team. If your interviewer likes you, they'll want to have a good conversation and want you to pass their round. All content on your resume is fair game. That means your interviewer can ask you any question related to what you put on your resume, so prepare responses. What makes it easier for me is think of it as telling a story about yourself to someone you just met. For education, the most common questions I've gotten are, what types of courses have you taken? What is your most favorite class? Least favorite? What did you learn in this particular class? For all the relevant coursework you have on your resume, have something to say from major concepts to assignments and projects. I find it easier to refer to a project because it's something hands-on where I applied my knowledge. It's easier to remember something I learned versus something I memorized. Know the difference between the two. In the skills section, if you're applying for a software engineering role, interviewers like to ask how much experience you've had with the required programming languages. Number of years, how did you learn it, bonus if you're self-taught, proficiency out of 10, etc. You can also mention the projects you did with these languages by referring to them on your resume. Which brings me to technical projects. When I interview candidates and ask them about their projects, I can tell if they actually did what they claim versus just being a bystander. Someone who actually did the project can clearly tell me the problem they were trying to solve, what approach and tools they used, the problems and challenges they had to overcome, the end result, and areas of improvement. People remember the struggles they went through on a project they actually did. And nothing is ever easy. If everything went 100% smoothly without issues, I question if they contributed anything meaningful or did anything at all. The result shows how well a person can accomplish or finish a task, and all employers want someone who can get the job done. For work experience, the same ideas from the projects apply. One extremely important difference is to make sure you do not give away proprietary information. You are most likely under non-disclosure agreements with your current and past employers. Let's not get sued before getting a new job. Otherwise, explain how your work experience can help you succeed in this new role. It's even better to talk about how well you work with others. I'm talking about teamwork, mentoring your peers, seeking help from your colleagues or manager to work out issues, and reaching out to team members outside of your immediate team when appropriate are all essential skills in the workplace. In summary, prepare answers to your resume entries that show you are an effective communicator, a team player, and someone who is responsible, who gets things done, and solves problems in a timely manner. At the end of every interview, your interviewer will ask, do you have any questions for me? The answer is always yes! You always want to have questions to ask your interviewer, including the recruiter and especially the hiring manager. I'll go over questions you should and shouldn't ask. There's no such thing as a bad question is actually not true here. There are bad questions you can ask during an interview that will ruin your performance. Here are a few. What will be my salary? If you pass the interviews, you'll get an offer with a competitive salary that you can negotiate. But please don't bring it up before getting the offer. Your primary motive of getting this job should be the career opportunity, not the pay. It's okay if pay is most important to you. Just keep it a secret. What will I be doing in this job? There's a better way to ask this question that I will mention shortly, but this phrase gives the impression to the interviewer that you don't even know what job you're applying for. The interviewer might think, did you even read the job description? Tell me more about this company. Your interviewers took the time to read through your resume, but you couldn't spend 5 minutes to look up their company website? Asking this question shows that the person isn't that interested in the company. I will roast you if you ask any of these bad questions during your interview. But you're better than that, and you have me to help you. Let's get into my favorite questions to ask. First, ask your interviewer something specific and personal to him or her related to work. Look up their LinkedIn profile and ask them about their current role at the company, a project that stood out to you, or if they went to the same college as you. You want to show them that you took some time to research them. It also makes the conversation more personal. How will your new hire be working with you? This is a better way to ask, what will I be doing in this job? It also shows that you are a team player and wants to understand how you fit into this team and the day-to-day responsibilities. What are the greatest challenges your team is working on? This gives you more insight into the job role and team. It also tells your interviewer that you understand the job is not easy, but you are up for the challenge and journey. How do you evaluate someone's performance? This shows you have a drive to contribute and do well in your new job. Every company and team within has their own criteria. Could be results or learning growth, but usually the former. One of my hiring managers told me, it's what you deliver. What do you like most about working at company X? I always end with this question because this tells me how much the interviewer enjoys his or her job, and it gives me a sense of the work culture. It's a very personal question. Pay attention to the positive and negative vibes. If your interviewer was truly happy about this job and workplace, he or she will be happy to share that with you. I love the last part of the interview to ask questions because this is where I get to interview the team. It's my opportunity to learn more about the people working at my potential employer and to see if the job role and work culture aligns with what I'm looking for. In terms of importance by weight, between everything I covered today, behavioral questions, and technical questions, today's content is only 25%. Master these tips and you'll be 25% of your way towards passing those interviews and getting that job offer. What's the breakdown of the remaining 75%? Watch parts 2 and 3 to find out. Links will be posted in the description when they're released. I now ask you to prepare your tell me about yourself answer and review what you'll be talking about on your resume. Also, research the company you'll be interviewing with and your interviewers to prepare good questions to ask. Consistent practice is key. When you pass those interviews and get offers, you can thank me by hitting the like button, commenting below, and subscribing to my channel, Sinspiration, for more tips on self-growth, personal finance, career development, and education. Also follow me on TikTok and Instagram for shorts and reels. You've been Sinspired today. See you next time in part 2 of this series. And here's the 2023.